What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. Today's video, we're going to do a side part. It's going to be a little bit longer of a haircut. Something that's difficult for a lot of you guys. Definitely difficult for me. It took me a long time to record this haircut. So I hope it helps you guys, but let's get right into it. We're going to jump right into this cut with the number 6 on my Babyliss FX. I like to use the Babyliss, guys, because it does feed the hair a little bit better than my Wahl Seniors. The Wahl Seniors will just push the length up and out of the way. So we're going to come in with the Babyliss FX, like I said, the number 6. We're just trying to blend into that weight and get the side cut down nice and even before we come in and do our taper. Now I'm going to come in and start my bald guideline with my Andis Slimline Pros. We're going to do a pretty low taper here. We have a lot of hair to work with. So we'll start the bald guideline with the Slimline, go ahead and bald it out. And our next step will be with the lever all the way open. So this is the Wahl Cordless Senior, lever all the way open. We're going to go up about a ½ an inch. Then we can start to work that line out from the bottom. We'll do clipper closed at the bottom right now. Then we'll open it halfway and go halfway up into this section. And of course we started with it all the way open at the top. Next up, we'll come in with the one guard all the way open and make another guideline, another ½ inch up. So we'll do the one guard open, then we can close it up and start to attack that line between the two sections. And the last thing we'll do is come in with the half guard and take the last hint of a line out between the open section and the one section. Now we'll move on to a number 2. That's going to be our next guide. We're going to try to make less of a guideline here so you can see I'm flicking out into that original 6, but it is going to leave a guideline, guys. A 2 from a 6 is a big gap. So again, we went up a ½ an inch, and now we use the 1½ to take the line out in between the 1 and the 2. Now our next guard we'll use is a number 4, and we're going to try to blend into the 6 with the number 4. The last little hit of a line between the two sections we'll take out with the number 3. So we're always going to skip a guard and then take the line out with the guard under it. So you can see we're using a 4. It is blending into the 6. A little bit of a hint of a line between the 2 and the 4, so the 3 guard will take that out. Now that we have our blend established, we're going to continue to work our way back down and just clean this up as needed. So we went from the 3 to the 2, now the 1½, then the 1, then the half guard, and an open clipper if we need, until we're happy with how this looks. Now we're going to come in and do some shear over comb. You guys can see there's just a little bit of inconsistencies left, and we are dealing with some longer hair here. I know you guys can't really see, but I would kind of say he has some fine textured hair. It's just a little bit difficult when I go about this haircut. I've tried it a bunch of different ways. This is the way that's easiest for me. He does like to leave some weight at the top and leave it a little bit longer. So I'll just basically focus on the taper on the sides, and then we can kind of shear over comb into the top. And the last little ridge that's left above, we will deal with our thinning shears to lighten it up. Now we're going to come in with our patty cuts, skeletons, and get the C-cup nice and sharp. If you guys haven't seen my unboxing on this trimmer, go check it out. I have recently changed from the DLC blade that comes on it back to my graphite blade. You guys know I like the fine tooth blade, and you can see that these things are hitting. Now we're going to move on to the section behind the ear. Like I said, guys, a little bit difficult haircut to record, a lot of different lengths, not your normal fade. So we're just going to go back and do the same thing we just did up there. We're in with our number 4. We're going to cut it down to a 3 behind the ear and go ahead and line up the back of the neck. As you guys see right here, I like to use my flat top comb when I do shear over comb. Just like the flat top comb does when you're doing clipper over comb, it's going to keep the comb flush to the side of the head. If I use a fine tooth comb, it's too easy for me to get in there and cut too much hair off. Now we're going to go in and line up the back of the neck, then we'll move on to the other side. I want you guys to notice here how I pivot my trimmer by using my middle finger behind his ear right there, and allows me to pivot that trimmer over the ear and get a nice perfect circle. Don't underestimate that move, guys. That is something that definitely helps me get a nice clean line around the ear, especially when I'm dealing with this much hair. All right, now we're gonna move on to the other side, and then we'll do the back taper. Guys, same steps as before. Follow along with the color guide in the bottom corner. You guys leave me a comment down below and let me know, is this haircut difficult for you guys? Something longer like this. You know, we normally do skin fades and maybe like a taper into a 2-guard on the sides, but normally the more hair that we're dealing with, the more difficult it is for us barbers. We just don't deal with a lot of hair very often. So this is definitely a cut that I've been doing for a while, trying to perfect. And like I said, it took me a long time before I decided to record this. To be totally honest with you guys, I am running out of clients to record, so I told him a long time ago that I was going to record it one day, and today was the day. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the back taper, guys. Same exact steps again. You can see he has kind of a crazy crown, so we really wanna make sure we maintain the length here. That's why I start with that number 6. I don't wanna come in with a number 4 or a 3 or a 2 and take it too short. Like I said, he does like all that length and weight, so I'm really careful to maintain that crown and make sure it's gonna lay down for us. Now we'll come in with the slim lines, start our ball guideline, and start to work our taper. Get it shaver balled at the bottom, then we'll start with our open section. Now we're gonna do our open section. We're gonna come up about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. We do have quite a bit of space here. Clipper closed at the bottom of the section, clipper halfway open, halfway into this section, and we started with the lever all the way open at the top. Next up, we'll come in with the 1-guard all the way open. Again, guys, like I said, same steps. 1 open will create our guideline. 1 closed will come up right under the 1 open, and then the 1/2 guard will take the last line out in between. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, this is a real problem that we run into as barbers. If I left all the footage in here right now, you would see me continuously grabbing his head, tilting it down, and then just kind of naturally, he just kind of tilts back up and looks up. So difficult when recording. I'm trying to get the camera in there. I'm also trying to do a taper in some long hair. So it was a little bit more difficult, and he would not keep his head looking down for me. So towards the end, it is what it is. I think I even didn't record the very end, but my last detailing steps, guys, are not in the video, and it was extra difficult because, like I said, he would not keep his head looking down so I could get that clipper up in there. All right, now we're gonna move on to cutting the top with shears. We're gonna use a traveling guide. So we're gonna start by connecting the side with vertical sections right here. Just gonna take it from the 6-guard that we started with and take it straight up, square off the head. Then we'll continue that guide around. So you guys can see on the left side of the screen, the guide from the side that we cut, and I'll just carry that over from the left side or the right side of his head, left side of the screen, over to the other side. So we'll just work our way from front to back, following that same guide and taking all the length off, making it consistent all the way across. Now we're gonna move on to a blow dry, guys. This is my Dyson blow dryer. This is a Denman vent brush. I get asked that a lot. And basically I just want to create some lift here in the front. I also want to make sure his hair is dry. We can put some product in and get a nice style that's going to last him all day. So you see I'm just working the hair the direction that I want to go. I'm using the vented brush in the front to get some lift on those bangs, and then I will make sure the crown is laying down, and the other side, this weight over here, and make sure it's laying down as well. Now we're gonna add some product. This is a level 3 matte paste. It does have actually a slight shine to it, but it has a decent amount of hold. Part of the reason I blow dry it though is to make sure that it will hold where I want it. And now we can come in with our wide tooth comb and give it a nice finished style. Alright guys, there he is before. You can see grown out over his ears, crown looking crazy, just too much hair to style. And there you go, there's the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is a side part, kind of a weighted haircut, a little bit longer of a haircut. If this video was helpful guys, please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of it. Smash that like button, make sure you guys subscribe. I got plenty more content coming soon, and I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you next time.